Welcome back everyone to my front room in Perthshire, Scotland. So what a phenomenal day I had finding that silver ingot a couple of days ago. Got a huge amount of messages and views, lots of interest, suggestions from medieval to Viking to Roman and everywhere in between. So thanks first of all for all the input. I did mention that I was hoping to have something coming out of the woodwork, and this cardboard box has arrived. So we'll do a little unwrap in a moment. But before we do, let's take a little bit of a closer look at the silver ingot. So here it is. Giving it a little bit of a wash. I am pretty certain that this is solid silver. I still haven't had an opportunity to get it tested yet. On the back, a couple of gouges. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's been just by rolling about in the field. On the sides, a little nick there. Bit of damage there. Much the same here. Again, it looks like maybe a bit of an intentional scratch, who knows. But the best side is here. And this is a little X and almost what looks like, I thought flowers, but it could actually be stars, 4 stars in each corner. And then the most interesting bit for me is this. It's almost like a rainbow. Some people have mentioned maybe constellations or stars. I really don't know. But what I did wonder is if we weighed it, whether or not that might give us a clue. Because we know what the measurements and weights were during the Roman period. Let's reset that. And moment of truth. What do you reckon? $55 grams. So that's just shy of 2 ounces of silver. Now, I had a bit of a look online, and Roman weights and measurements were universal throughout the empire. At the time, the Romans used a measurement known as a libra or an ibra, which is why in this country when we write pounds, we write LB, because it comes from that original Roman word. A pound in the Roman period, or in the period when they called it a libra or an ibra, depending on your pronunciation, weighed between 322 and 329 grams. So a Roman ounce weighed 27.4. Today I think it's 28.6 that we call an ounce. So they had various denominations or Roman units that were ounces or thereabouts. You had a uncia, which was exactly 27.4 grams, and it weighed 1/12 of a libra, which was a pound, a Roman pound. Interestingly, there was a Roman unit called a sextans, sextans, which was 1/6 of a libra, or 1/6 of a Roman pound. And the interesting thing is that it weighed, in modern metric measurements, 54.8 grams. Now these scales don't do a decimal place, but 54.8 grams is a Roman sextans, and this weighs 0.2 of a gram shy, or should I say over. So I am thinking that this may well be a Roman unit, of measurement known as a sextance, which would be amazing if that was the case. Now, I mentioned yesterday that I might well have a little surprise coming up, and it arrived via the post yesterday. So now's an opportunity to do a little bit of an unwrap and see what we've got. So without further ado, let's use this massive knife because I can't find a pair of scissors. And let's open her up and see what's in the box. Exciting times. I've covered up my address because I didn't want any Victoria's Secret models finding out where I live. I've been waiting all year for this. And there we have it. One XP Deus 2. You beauty. If I can get the wrapper off. Ta-da! So I have to say, first of all, a huge thank you to Marcus and to Nigel at Regton's Metal Detectors. Regton Limited, you can see there. The metal detection specialists, for sending me this phenomenal machine. It's going to be a massive upgrade on my XP Goldmax Power V4 that I've used for the last couple of years and that I love. But this, I think, is going to take the fines and the depth and the capabilities to a whole new level. Also, a huge thank you to all the subscribers on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, because without you all this wouldn't be possible. And also a huge thank you to my fellow Scottish detectorists who have embraced this amazing hobby over the last year to a year and a quarter, and they have produced some incredible finds. Probably the best find has been Martin with his Gold Noble that he discovered about September last year. So I will definitely be going back on that field with this new machine to see if there is more to be found. Right, I'll put it together and then I'll come back to you and give you a better look at this amazing machine. So, here it is, the XP Deus 2. In the 22 years that I've been metal detecting, there have been a lot of machines that have come. There's been lots of hype, there's been lots of marketing, but I don't think I can remember a machine that's had quite as much interest and quite as much demand as an XP Deus 2 has. As you'll know, I've got the XP Goldmax Power V4, which I've had for just over 2 years, 2.5 years. And it's a great machine. Prior to that, I'd had a White's DFX, and before that, I'd had a couple of Garrett's. And the first thing I notice is it's wireless, which is tremendous, because if you've seen my videos of the XP Goldmax Power, the coil's about 10 times longer than it needs to be, and it's wrapped all around the stem. It just looks untidy. Wireless headphones, which have got a little charging port at the bottom, which you charge all three parts, which is the wireless headphones, the control and the coil, all at the same time with one plug that has a 3-way split on the cables. And it's incredibly light as well, which is fantastic. You can put the control in your pocket if you wanted, or mount it on your hip. It comes with a little leather holster, and the whole thing just feels really well made. Turn it on, and it will then wirelessly connect with the coil. And that's the coil connected, and then I'll just select to put it on speaker, and that is it. Good to go. General mode, and we're all set for detecting. So that's what I'm going to go with initially until I'm totally confident and I get my ear in. There's lots of different settings. I've been watching other users' videos over the last few months to see what they've got their settings on, and I'll have a real play about. So I can't wait till tomorrow, and I'll get out and see what we can do. So stay tuned, and we'll see the XP Deus 2 out on my fields. So another big thanks to Regton metal detectors for sending me this machine. Absolutely over the moon. And I look forward to putting it to the test, because our fields have been, some of them have been metal detected since I began, so 22 years. So I'll be really interested to see what they can turn up, what we've missed in the past. Not long until they start to plant the fields. And so we've got a short window to get out and get as much detecting done as we can. And then I've got hopefully a couple of new permissions for the summertime. So stay tuned and we'll see how we get on.